Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're gonna start here. We're due for an Isaac run. Let's not get ambitious, right? Thinking that we should go for, because we've won a few in a row now here, we're gonna, we don't need to play an Isaac run, let's do a random run again. And that is the hubris that can cause the downfall of civilizations. I'm not even being grandiose. Civilizations have fallen because of my hubris in Isaac. You probably haven't heard of them because they're like, kind of underground civilizations. Like, they played at the Metro last week, but it was like kind of unannounced. Like, it was pretty cool, but you had to be like a personal friend or a friend of a personal friend. Just like you had to be friendly pretty much. Now, I am in a bit of a weird place here, having taken 1 red heart of damage on a room that sincerely is, 1.5 red hearts of damage on a room that is, made for babies to practice on, so I'm not feeling very good about my chances right now. But we should go fight the boss because we have a reroll ready. And of course that logic completely falls by the wayside once we realize that we are fighting famine. That thing being said, we're just gonna hold down the line here, and as he comes back, what we're gonna do is just walk down, and then sometimes he comes back and we're gonna mix it up and we're gonna walk up. And then sometimes he's gonna turn into like a disembodied, abomination, and that's okay too. He's got his own journey in life. Everybody's got their own journey. And with only 1 heart left, a little bit frightened about the fact that I seem to suddenly be very bad at the Binding of Isaac. That being said, we get a little like extra HP to pick up my morale a little bit, and a little extra cube of meat to keep my survivability up a little bit as well. Should mention I'm trying to keep it on the down low a little bit here, trying to be a little more reserved than maybe I might usually be in an Isaac episode. Maybe this will sound like an earlier Northernlion episode. That's because Kate is streaming right now, so I don't want to disturb the Twitch chat happening over there. You can go check out Kate's Twitch channel if you want to. She's probably not streaming at the time when you're watching this video, but there's a theoretical chance that she is. I mean, it's like every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Anyway, this is starting to sound like an advertisement. Check out Kate's channel over at twitch.tv/ProBoxStudio. Sorry, twitch.tv/LovelyMomo, youtube.com/ProBoxStudio. Alright, Technology 2. Sincerely though, do it. You guys if you would be doing me such a solid if you checked out Kate's channel, I would get so much extra grated cheese on my nachos. Make sure to tell her I sent you. In any case, that is a nice surprise that I just left for myself in like a week when this video actually goes up. I'm gonna kill these flies with Technology 2. I didn't even mention Technology 2 is a pretty sweet item. We had Technology 1 in our last run, 2 runs ago? I think it was 2 runs ago at this point. It was not stellar for us, but it was fun to use. It always is, right? Oh, we're so close to being able to make this shop worthwhile. Please tell me that we get lucky and find like a secret room here as well. Basement Part 1 usually doesn't follow secret room rules, but... Or even a golden chest out of this tinted rock would be nice. Obviously, we've looked for the secret room there, and it's not there. Money, money, money. Money! It's like, serious. Money! I need the money. No? Okay. Well, I am a desperate man. This calls for desperate man measures. Let's drop a bomb there. Had a feeling that was not going to work out, because that's just not how this works on the first floor, unfortunately. And I may have to resign myself to the fact that that's just how it is right now. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's soul crushing. Save me from this personal hell. Oh, we did it, Reddit. Okay, we got just enough money to go to the shop at the cost of basically all of our bombs. Please be good. That's bad. That's pretty good, though. All right, so we get the compass. Compass Technology 2 and cube of meat from the very first floor. Starting to make me feel a lot better about the fact that I'm trash at this video game, apparently. That's not me, making a comment or straw man for like the first time in forever, though. That's actually me saying, I was playing really, really badly at the start of this episode. People, by and large, seem to be realizing that, Northernlion's not bad at the Binding of Isaac anymore. He just has his own personal style, which is, kind of what diplomatic teachers would say about your child at like a parent-teacher conference. It's like, Gary's not a traditional student, but he works hard in his own creative way. Like, I realize that in some ways it kind of comes across as a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it, I do go my own way. I do call it another lonely day, like Fleetwood Mac would say. And I think I've built a winning strategy that is a little bit unorthodox for the most part, or at least, you know, ignorant of popular and actually, like, demonstrably good strategies, but, it's been fun having this journey regardless, and it continues to be fun to have this journey. And thank you for joining me on this journey. You know, it's far too early for, like, a post-mortem on the Isaac series, as it's still very, very active, and hopefully with the relatively soon, hopefully, release of Rebirth, it'll continue to be extremely active. Thank God we got Attack Fly there. But yeah, you know, it's always nice to say, it's just from the bottom of my heart, sincerely. I know I put on, like, an ironic and sarcastic veneer. This is me talking like the real, not Northernlion. It's the real Ryan talking right now. Thank you for your incredible support of this series so far. It actually has, you know, to not mince words, it's changed my life. Now let's get back to cracking jokes about, you know, 90s actresses. How about Holly Hunter, right? Whatever happened to her? Now, this golden chest is tempting. Tempting enough that I may actually open it, because I really would love to, get a bomb to be able to open that tinted rock, basically. Normally, I wouldn't value a tinted rock that high, but again, I'm bad right now. So keep in mind that, you know, as a bad player, I want to get a deal with the devil. Not that all deals with the devil are reserved for bad players exclusively. Ooh, somebody up there likes me. Somebody up there likes me a lot. Technology 2 and Polyphemus already. Let's see what we've got from our pill here. Yeah, I don't even need that luck. Gray skies are gonna clear up, put on a happy, anyway, keep moving onwards here. Happy to be in the position we're in right now. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna do it. We did. We got 3 bombs. 1 key for 3 bombs. I'll take it. We'll pick up our spirit heart, which again, I want to protect myself from losing this red heart so I can get a deal with the devil and hopefully improve my standing, because obviously right now I'm not doing good enough. Definitely need a little bit more on this run to feel confident. I mean, we're on the 2nd floor, so technology plus Polyphemus is only like slightly below average, but, sorry, technology 2. It's only slightly below average, so I realize we've got a lot of time to actually make up for the fact that we're not one-shotting the bosses that we encounter right now. Let's pick up our HP upgrade and see what our bosses have on offer. Guppy's Tail, and something we can't actually take. Interesting. I think I'm gonna reroll Guppy's Tail. And we get the pact. That's pretty much what I would consider a perfect reroll. And now we could take Brimstone, but we took Brimstone fairly recently, and I'm already kind of digging our Technology 2 Polyphemus thing that we've got going on. I think that might actually be better than Brimstone, truth be told, so I'm very happy to continue on with this. So the pact is going to raise our rate of fire. This could be interesting. Also raises our speed slightly, and our damage very slightly, if I remember correctly, so all of those sound like good things to me. It also gave me 2 spirit hearts for the cost of a single red heart, which is, you know, worse the earlier in the game you are, but still pretty fucking good for right now. So, let's get another reroll, and then we're gonna go to that curse room. What does the curse room have on offer for me? Let me guess. You know, mom's knife and maybe a delicious ribeye steak on the house. We'll see. People are always gaga over steak, right? I've gone through a phase in my life where I've been very much into steak. I don't really consider steak to be the be-all, end-all of, you know, culinary design. That's not it, huh? I've had good steaks. I've had shitty steaks. I've cooked good steaks, legitimately. You're not gonna believe me, but I have. And I've cooked shitty steaks. And to me, I really like a good steak, of course. Most people who eat red meat would say they would. And if they say they don't, then maybe they haven't had a good steak. But in any case, at the end of the day, it's just kind of beef, right? And I appreciate the simplicity of food. I appreciate that there's beauty in that simplicity. That being said, there's other foods I would take over a delicious steak. And if you're craving steak all the time, I'm not trying to get you worried, okay? Odds are you're probably fine. Maybe go get your iron checked, though, because that might be something you want to look into. You want to make sure you got good iron, right? You're a healthy person living your life in a healthy way. Anyway, that's enough discourse here for us at the end of Basement Part 2. Hoping we'd get another crack at that deal with the devil so I could reroll the 3 Spirit Heart item, but, you know, it's hard to really feel good about asking for more from this run right now because it's given us everything that we put on our Christmas list, except a little bit more HP, but, again, I don't want to come across like I'm disappointed with where we're at right now. Keep in mind, we also, you know, in addition to Technology Polyphemus in the Pact, Technology 2 Polyphemus in the Pact, we also have the Compass already, which is pretty crazy considering we are just entering the 3rd floor. Pretty absurd. Unfortunately, we also have an absurdly low number of keys right now. Absurdly low as in 0. I guess 0 is not really absurd, is it? It's kind of just like 0. Well, we have something we can reroll, which is better than nothing, but I was hoping to bomb my way into the shop Seriously? I was hoping to bomb my way into the shop and get something like an item, like get some money from the secret room and then go buy a 15-cent item. There's Book of Revelations on sale, but we may not be able to afford it. And even if we could, I don't really want it. I would much rather re-roll it into Nun's Habit or a map or something along those lines. Now, we could get some extra money with bombs here. There was another option for that, I think, elsewhere on this run. Closer to that item room, maybe? So that's, it's an option. But I've already re-rolled the secret... Oh, no. Yeah, that's inevitable. I've already re-rolled the secret room item, so... I don't know. We'll cross this bridge as we come to it. Alright, the Fallen is either the greatest item giver or the greatest re-roll target, potentially, that we have at our disposal. So... Luckfoot is not really that good, but... Ugh. I say we re-roll these, take full advantage of Judas' Tongue. And I'll take the pact, or sorry, the mark. That gives us extra damage. I will take Luckfoot as well. Hopefully this will give us some HP upgrades over the course of this run. I hope I'm not screwing myself in this whole, like, HP situation. So our damage, again, now, it should be even more, you know, demonstrably better than it was earlier. This should be a good pill. That is a good pill. Okay, so I'm starting to feel pretty good about that Luckfoot that I picked up. Can't really do anything else on this floor, I guess, so we are just going to leave. We're very lucky that we have quite a strong run happening right now, especially offensively. Otherwise, we'd be in a bit of a dire spot, being unable to actually access, you know, item rooms and shops. That being said, Technology 2, Polyphemus, Mark Pact, etc., etc. Working out pretty well in our favor right now. Hopefully, oh my god. I didn't take Guppy's tail. It's really surprising how many golden chests we're getting. Hopefully, I can snag a little bit more HP as time goes on. And of course, you know, I'm not above spending some time on this blood bank up here to make that happen. Oh, we got another penny in here. Please, please make this happen. We can always re-roll an IV bag. Holy crap, I got 2 nickels out of that. That's a crazy payout there. 2 of clubs. I'm just gonna pop that, even though it's not the most effective use of that. Crystal ball right away. There's a free spirit heart, as well as, you know, access to the information of what's going on here. May seem like it's the right idea to re-roll crystal ball, and it may be the right idea to re-roll crystal ball. But we might also want to wait until we see if we get an IV bag paid out. 2 keys. All right, well. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that I played you some more. So I actually am going to re-roll that right away. We get Book of Belial, which seriously gives us a staggering amount of damage. That is nuts. I just want to see what this does to, like, our technology. It doesn't change our technology shot, I guess, but our tears would do so much damage. But I prefer having the red heart. I know I'm a sucker. Now, with 2 keys, we have some important rooms up here. You guys remember that song, Two Princes by Spin Doctors? Of course, you know, you probably don't, you know, most of you are probably a little bit too young to have heard it on the radio, but maybe in like a, you know, hey, it's a one-hit wonder from, I don't know who that radio DJ is. It's a one-hit wonder from the Spin Doctors coming out of 92, Two Princes. And it's the one is, this prince wanted to play Minecraft, so go ahead now. This prince had to get a skin graft, just go ahead. You know the one, I'm telling you. It's dynamite. Really gets the people going. So, we are doing very well. We got Mom's Purse with Judas' Tongue. It seems to be a combination that is working out just fine for us so far. Gonna spend a little time on this mob trap room, get a reroll back, and this reroll will probably be used on that Book of Belial. I don't think Mini Mush is bad, especially since I have... Actually, maybe I haven't gotten a speed downgrade. I got some speed upgrades in the form of some variety of Mark Pact, etc., etc. But I'll reroll... Well, first, okay, the order that this should go in. We'll play this until it's not fitting, which is now, and then we'll reroll it. But maybe we'll see if this thing pays out with Fly Love. A second golden key. That should carry over to the next floor, if you ask me. Please pay out with Fly Love, please. Ah, we did it, Reddit. Okay. Reroll both. Peeper's Eye, Notched Axe. Notched Axe is definitely getting a reroll. Peeper's Eye, I think it's okay. But what I worry about is the possibility that Peeper's Eye might accidentally make it so that I lose my... Oh, that was dumb. I lose my Technology 2 tier. I think it could happen, conceivably. Maybe I'm being a worrywart, but, you know, being a worrywart, it gets... It's Hollywood has got to stop its tyranny against the anxious, all right? I'm not trying to say this is an issue on par with things like, you know, civil rights, gay rights, etc., etc. All I'm trying to say is that in Hollywood movies, there's always some dude who's like, hey, Junior, don't ride your bike on the train tracks with your headphones in and a blindfold on. And then they're always like, yeah, my dad's a real worrier. That dude almost always ends up being right, doesn't he? There's almost always a situation where the worrier is like, well, I wish he paid attention to me. And you know what's fucked up? Is the worrier, we got the wafer there, by the way, which is incredibly good. The worrier is the one who pays the price. When you're like a parent and you worry about your kid, which you should do if you're a good parent and you're concerned about things. I'm not saying like, hey, don't let your kids play outside because, you know, blah, blah, blah. One kid a year gets murdered, which I'm not saying is, it's okay that one kid a year gets murdered. I'm just, you know, play the odds a little bit. But what I am saying is that there's that kind of prevalence in our culture leads to people being like, hey, we're gonna go, you know, do backflips off the bridge into the gorge at low tide. You wanna come with us, Jimmy? And Jimmy's like, well, I don't know. My dad said I probably shouldn't, you know, engage in suicidal behavior. And they're like, okay, whatever, motherfucker. Okay, we're gonna go do this so we can get laid once and then die at 18. And that sucks, man. But yeah, again, the point I was actually trying to make there, the parents pay the price. You worry about your kid, and then your kid does a dumb thing and they get injured or hurt, and the kid's just like, whatever, man. You're the one who ends up being like, did I fuck up as a parent? And you know, they're having like tea and sandwiches with the crust cut off, and Betty across the street is like, how did, you know, little Zebulon get injured? And you're like, oh, you know, he did a backflip off the trampoline onto a cement block that he put there to try to karate chop it out of midair. And they don't judge the kid. They don't say, oh, that kid, you know, that was fucking reckless. What was he thinking? They're always like, oh, bad parenting. Some kids are just assholes, man, and that's okay, you know? Asshole kids don't always grow into asshole adults. But, seriously, I feel for you worrywart parents and other people out there. I'm a worrywart. I don't like having our windows open because I'm worried the cats will jump out. Maybe that does put me in the territory of people who are like, well, we live on the 8th floor. That's an important point there. You might be saying, of course they're going to jump out of the window, but then they'll get lost and maybe you'll find them, maybe you won't. But no, we live on the 8th floor. It would be real bad, right? And I struggle sometimes. I'm going to put a bomb down here to see if there's a second secret room. Lucky boy. Ooh, that's a great option here, actually. I struggle sometimes with whether I'm too anxious or just anxious enough, but also that struggle is completely worthless because the anxiety's there regardless. Good use of a key engine, I appreciate that. Let's put another bomb down here. So Curved Horn is a damage upgrade. I'm very likely to stick with that trinket. Remember, we have Mom's Purse, so I'm very likely to stick with that trinket instead of Judas' Tongue once we get past Depths Part 2 and have to pick up the Polaroid. Also, like, mainly because, I mean, more damage, right? Like, you don't have to be crazy to see how that would affect us positively on a run like this. Look at how quickly we are absolutely destroying the enemies that we're coming across here. I'm not even worrying too much about, like, the timing of my rerolls and stuff like that, because thus far it hasn't really mattered. We also have the wafer, which effectively, you know, you might not think of it this way right off the bat, but really, it's double HP. Once we get past the next floor, our HP doubles. That's a crazy good item. I would not be surprised to see that maybe slightly tweaked in Rebirth, at least make it spectacularly rare. I guess it will just be, you know, naturally rarer based on the fact that there's more items in the rotation, but anyway. And it already is pretty rare, I guess, or at least in my game, it shows up very, very rarely. Still, though, double HP once we get down to the next floor. So let's take as much HP down to that floor as we possibly can, because each one of them is actually worth twice as much as it is right here. Now, we are tearing it up here, no question about it. That shop sucked because we didn't get any rewards, but so be it. We didn't get any huge rewards, at least. Let's see what we got over here. Pills are great because we have Luck Foot. Reroll Mr. Boom. Comes Doctor's Remote. Not really interested in that. I'll pick it up and reroll it a little bit later. We know what this is? We don't. Range upgrade. So that's effectively more or less worthless. But that's okay. I can live with that. 2 of diamonds. I'm just going to pop it right now. You know, it's very unlikely that I'm going to regret that. And you could argue that that is lazy play, and it is. But it's also the kind of, like, lazy play that is not going to matter that much, right? It's not like, you know, Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio saying, like, hey, I'm not going to do my taxes because fuck it. This is me just being like, oh, I should, oh, God. I had to. I'm sorry. The damage is too strong. With the technology to end the mom's knife and the Jello pudding pops and the etc., etc., this is potentially the most powerful run I've ever had in my entire life. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. And now watch me take more damage than ever before, because I actually have to get close to enemies in order to hit them reliably. How does Technology 2 do right now? It just doesn't do any damage anymore. It's entirely superficial. All right, well, that kind of sucks. Maybe that doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. But there's no way I'm not picking that up. 20 times out of 20. And damage is still real strong. Krampus? I had a feeling we might run into Krampus here. And this is one of the rare situations where I'm actually going to reroll Krampus's item. I'm not happy that it became Sister Maggie, but I'm happy we're going to be leaving this floor with the Curse of Darkness, that's for sure. All right. So we can argue till the cows come home about whether or not Mom's Knife was a smart pickup here. I know I took one fairly recently, but it was, in my defense, the time that I took it was just for the chest. That doesn't really count. That's like saying, you know, I'm going to deprive myself of dessert except for once a week, and then you have like a fruit cup or something, and then your husband's like, you shouldn't have that cake, Jenny. You had a dessert yesterday. I'm just trying to keep you honest. Fruit cup doesn't count, motherfucker. Unless you're like going into ketosis or something like that. Now, SMB Superfan, great item. This is, if not the most powerful run I've ever had, certainly the luckiest run I've had with respect to the items that have dropped. Just absurdly high quality shit on a regular basis here. It's really incredible. So, we know pretty much exactly the way that we've got to go in order to get to our boss fight here. Shall we count the items? Can we even? Curved Horn I'm going to count as an item because I think it's good enough to count as an item. So Curved Horn, Mom's Knife, Technology 2, Polyphemus, the Pact, the Mark, Single Cube of Meat, Sister Maggie, SMB Superfan, the Wafer. It's absurd. We also have 72 cents, 28 bombs, and, you know, a big chip on our shoulder, apparently. Not that I need one anymore. You pretty much... Oh, we also have an attack fly. I forgot about you. Sometimes you end up being the unsung hero. I'm going to go ahead and say that that's not going to happen on this run because we are already strong enough that our heroes are sung. So we got to 99 cents anyway. Very wary about what looks like an inability to go to the shop on this floor. Was really hoping we'd be able to get the compass. Or sorry, the map. The compass is the most valuable of all the navigation items, at least in my opinion. But the map is very useful as well, especially in conjunction with the compass, which it would have been here. This is a scary situation. There we go. Extra bomb back, and I will go into the curse room quickly. Boom, boom, okay, that was pretty bad, but the flies, I guess, are super high damage anyway. Alright, keep it moving. Keep it moving. I can't do anything with that. I'm just gonna go fight the boss. Because fuck it. I'm not going to do my taxes. We basically... That wasn't a one-shot, but that's roughly as close as you can get to a one-shot on Mom, in my opinion. No, we want to be careful here. Handle it like this. You know, honestly, that range upgrade is probably more valuable than the speed upgrade at this point, even if it does nothing, because the speed upgrade would likely get me killed. So, next floor. Curse of the Labyrinth means we have an XL floor, means no deals with the devil. Means basically jack shit to my overall chances. Now, we are very low, or reasonably low, on HP. That's the only thing, you know, if I'm concocting a scenario where we lose this run, it has to be a result of that. It's hubris plus not incredible HP. This isn't the way? Okay, I should have looked at that library. You know, nestled, hidden down there in the bottom left corner is a library. Should have looked at that in order to see what we were doing here. No keys. Thank God we got some more money. I didn't think I had enough with, you know, the max that we had in the game. And I'm just gonna keep it up here. Just keep rolling around, partner. Hey, red cap, etc., etc. Biscuit.jpg.joke at memebase.com. And when it comes, whoop, careful. Yep, that was bad dodging. You never double back like that in that situation. You gotta not show fear. Losing one whole spirit heart there feels real shitty. That's okay, though. Remember, all health is worth double, so at least we lost one instead of losing two. Ah, caught you with the backswing on that one. There is a library, so let's be careful here. I guess it would be stupid of me to not at least open... no, I only have one key. It's not totally stupid of me to not open it. It's just gonna be books. Mind you, one of them could be a spirit heart, which is fairly valuable, I guess. But I'm okay with this. Even with 2 keys, I'd rather save all 4 keys. When we have 5 keys and don't have to worry about opening something on the chest, that's when I'll... Oh, okay, don't start taking dumb damage. That's when I'll start paying more attention to these libraries. Okay, more bombs. Don't let your hubris get the better of you. I've seen it happen before to you, Northernlion. You're a good kid, but sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you know? Look at you, got a knockout punch there and make Mike Tyson cream his jeans, but you can still, you got a lot to learn. Those spirit hearts, very valuable. That's 4 hits right there. I'll take it. It's more hits than Smash Mouth had. Sincerely, though, Smash Mouth probably did have more than 4 hits if you're gonna at least count liberally. Really, you got Walking on the Sun, no doubt, right? That's not no doubt, it's Smash Mouth. But Walking on the Sun's got to be on there. All-Star, definitely got to be on there. Then you get into the little bit more dubious stuff. I'm a Believer from the Shrek soundtrack. I heard it on the radio. I classify that as a hit. I've never had a song on the fucking radio, have you? I didn't think so. I mean, apologies if you're Grammy Award-winning recording artist Scott Stapp, but I'm guessing you're not. Anyway, let's see if that works. Kinda did. Yeah, that got me hit. That was smart. I do have the range kind of necessary to hit these guys. It's just a little tricky. Like a Lubega second hit. Good. We're gonna get that. We have the speed necessary. So you got I'm a Believer, All-Star, Walking on the Sun. Then you get into stuff like Why Can't We Be Friends? It's got a Vivo music video you can find on YouTube. That doesn't necessarily make it a hit, but people know it, so I'd say that's in there. Pacific Coast Party, you know, you're getting into stuff now that is like, hey, what's your favorite Smash Mouth song? You know, if you're not saying one of the 4 that came before, you're going deep into that back catalog, dog. Pacific Coast Party, really? I don't think so. Fuck me, I guess. Starting to get a little worried here. So yeah, you know, I would put Smash. They're not a one-hit wonder, certainly. Smash Mouth, for a while, they were on top of the world. Literally, one of them went to space. Okay, that's not true. They were in the movie Rat Race. That gives them some credibility as well. People actually like Rat Race, which boggles my mind. I saw it in theaters as a 13-year-old. I'm not trying to say, we don't need to worry about half-heart intervals anymore because we have the wafer. I should go back and get that. I'm not trying to say, you know, my tastes are superior or anything. I hate that whenever you're critical of a movie, someone goes, oh, la-di-da, Mr. I'm fucking, you know, super genius over here, trying to seem like a real smart guy, trying to improve myself, are you? Trying not to, you have the same taste you had when you were 11 and all you cared about was fucking Sunny D, right? You think you're better than me, right? Like, I'm not trying to sound like that. But that is a bullshit way to write off criticism. And it's weird to bring it up here, but it happened with Goat Simulator. People were like, oh, you don't like Goat Simulator? You don't get it. I'm like, no, I get it. You're a goat. It's funny. It's a satire. Sure, I understand. It's supposed to be bad, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, oh, if you get it and you don't like it, then you're a snob. And you're like, fuck, well, can't we just get to an era where, like, people can't like things or are able to not like things and it doesn't reflect poorly on their character? Anyway. But what I am saying, though, is sincerely, if you like Rat Race, you must be 10. Just by process of elimination. So we don't want that money. Well, I mean, we don't really care. I don't feel really bad about losing that opportunity either. We turned a speed upgrade, which would be deleterious, into a teleport, which would be deleterious. Worse, actually, because it would, like, worse version of being bad, because it would take up our active slot from an item that's actually good. So, we're definitely not going to be rolling with that. So, the Isaac fight, I didn't even really have a chance to address the strategy that was inherent here because it finished so quickly. Rainbow Baby. Book of Sin. Book of Sin gives us a card. That could be interesting. Lard card. That's what I'm talking about right there. You can actually use that speed downgrade and an HP upgrade. So we got 2 of diamonds. From almost any value, we could, you know, double our money 3 times and make it to 99 cents. So, that's good. I probably should have picked up that heart after we picked up Lard, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's probably not something that's gonna make a lick of difference over the course of this run. So I'm almost thinking just tank him, man. Yeah, getting that Yum Heart feels pretty good. More money that we can't possibly use, and we can still lose this one. So don't get too cocky, kid. Luckily, the amount at which, like, the rate at which we lose HP is pretty high for a run of this caliber right now. I'll admit, I'm playing a little sloppily. But the amount that we're gaining HP is also quite high, mostly because of the wafer. You know, well, I mean, that doesn't give us more HP gain, but you know what I mean. Basically, you know, I get hit 5 times, and I'm like, whoa, that's shitty. But then I kill Gluttony last once, and I'm like, okay, back to full health. So we're going to try to get a useful tarot card here. We don't have much say in it, but, you know, honestly, that's like my #1 intermediate level tip for the chest, is kill. Are you serious that you're going to let me double my money 4 times? Like, what is fucking 2 to the power of 4? It's 4. Okay, well, it's not that good, but I shouldn't have killed you last, but it doesn't matter at this point. But like 3 to the power of 4 takes it to the point where it's basically full cash. So even if we started doubling when we had 3 cents, as long as we didn't spend very much, we still would have made it quite high up on the, you know, the money rankings there. That was a super easy Isaac run. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.